And we are back. It's the second round of our week 7 for Meta HSC. And we've got two very similarly named schools here. St. Michael's versus St. Mark's. It's going to be the Red Barons versus St. Mark's, as we'll call it out on stream, just to avoid some confusion for you.
Yes, indeed. Well, the Red Barons are definitely dominating at the moment. They are currently the clearest best team in the SANT region. 6 wins for no losses. St. Mark's, well, they're currently 2 and 4 at the moment. So, it should be an interesting game here. Red Baron at this point. Really, their only challenger in the region is going to be Glenunga, who he has seen a couple of times, especially earlier in the season, as, well, that will be the opening goal straight on over to the Red Barons. But yeah, as I was saying, that's probably going to be the grand final of the region, but for now, it looks like Red Baron, they get the early goal here, and, well, let's see if they can push their record to 7-0.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting match here. A couple of GCs coming out as well, and I think one thing that's going to be interesting here is that last time I cast St. Mark's, 234 was their sub, and he came in halfway through the second match to get some practice in. Now he's starting from the very beginning, so I'm keen to see how he goes throughout an entire series here.
Yeah, let's see how they go.
Oh!
My God, Skits, that is filthy.
Yeah,
bloody hell.
Off the ceiling.
That's goal of the week.
Yeah,
straight off the bat,
insanely
bloody
good.
hell.
And I think he might have been out of boost there too. Just absolutely perfect placement of his car to read that off the backboard, and no chance of a save on that one. Brilliant goal.
Yeah, and I think this is going back to what we said a little bit earlier as well about skill gaps. I mean, a lot of the players on the Red Barons, they're GCs. So it's already hard for their opponents, but yeah, this could turn into a bit of freestyle display if we get any more skulls like that from Skits and Co, as he tries to go for it again, but he will be blocked on this time around. Fred Varley sets it up in the corridor, but his teammate actually whiffs it there, so he has to come back around, Fred, to bring it onto the wall and set it up. Skits is going up for the play here. He dives down. He can't get the touch for it, however. They're just hovering at 2-0 for the moment here, the Red Barons, but yeah, they're feeling confident. Well, they're just denying their opponents any chance of going on to attack.
I'm seeing something as a bit of a fashion here that I would say is a little bit of a mistake here for St. Mark's, though. They're keeping back 234 as their least experienced player in goal. What you really want to do, if you want to make use of that player and give them a chance to improve, send them up and rotate around that player. Accept the fact that they're going to make mistakes, give them the opportunities upfield, and you know what? You are better off missing out on a goal than you are missing out on a save.
Exactly as well. 234, he does go up, but he was in there for so long. He's run out of boost. He had no real chance of saving that, unfortunately, and Fred Varley, well, he had an open net effectively from it, so a 3-goal lead here to St. Michael's or the Red Barons, but yeah, I totally agree. Even if just so he can rotate out and get boost, because, well, they gave that goal because 234 had no boost. Simple as that, so, yeah.
Yeah. And it is rough. Sometimes there is a player who is that skill gap below, and you do have to rotate around them, expecting mistakes, expecting them to maybe even not even get to the ball half the time. But that's how they get better. That's how you go into a game with much higher level players and get the most out of that. It's the players who have the least experience that can improve the fastest as well. So expect that.
Yeah, indeed. As we get to the halfway point of this game now, Fred Varley has a good chance to score, but everyone's whiffing it. Should be an easy save there for Toasty. As Fred Varley now, he just has to rotate back. Skits whiffs the ball as well here, so might open up for 234 to center up the ball, but he won't be able to do so just yet here. The Red Barons just keeping the ball in the corner. Eventually will clear it out. Fred Varley can't get the touch. True Blue able to just push it to the walls, but Gold CD, he's a man on mission here. He's going to try and solo it in. Nearly does so, but will get denied by the sidebar. Skits can't keep control. He gets bumped off that play, and well, we're seeing a little bit of the sign of life here from SMC, but yeah, I mean, it's hard for him to really come back when their opponents are at such a different skill level. As Golden CD just flies through 1-2 off the crossbar, and that's the 5-0 lead.
Yeah, absolutely nailed the crossbar there for that one. But I gotta say, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of St. Mark's. Immediately after calling it out, they have thrown 2-3-4 upfield, and they're actually using him. You know, regardless of whether he gets to the ball or not, you can't disregard a player on field. So they are making use of him. You know, that's a great shot off the cross by Julesy. What a save by Fred Valet there, as it comes down again. Now, again, Red Baron's going to get under it as True Blue. It's off the backboard, and Golden is there to just collect that. A beautiful setup and play.
Yeah, that was just well set up there. Golden CD, once again, well placed to get the goal in. And yeah, the defenders just scattered out of the net here. So 6-0 lead now to the Red Barons. And well, it is just looking very, very likely that they will just take the series out in a canter here. So for SMC, it's just all about development here, learning from where they can improve, and well, hopefully improving for the final few rungs of the season. Because while they don't have the best of records, they are still actually in the playoff fight here. So they might be able to make regional finals, especially with how their final few weeks do shape up.
I gotta say, I'm loving seeing the attitudes of these teams, though. There's no toxicity, there's no bad manners. The teams have respect for each other despite the skill gap, and this is really what you want to see out of this kind of series. A great collection by Skits there, as defenders did come through left and right, but nothing can get to that one. It's going to be 7 goals for the Red Baron. I wonder if they'll look for the 7-1 here.
I wonder if they will. We'll find out, I suppose.
Only okay, don't go.
Yeah, exactly. To get the good old Brazil, but we'll find out soon enough here, as Julesy will get the opening touch of the 7 for restart here. Golden CD though, he's going to go up, he fakes it. True Blue, it would just tap it away, out of danger here. 2-3-4. He's a bit too patient there, just allows Fred Farley to clear out here. But don't think they don't really care about the Brazil, unfortunately, as they look to just try and get to 8-0 as quickly as they can. As Fred Varley drops it down, Golden CD waits, he sends it perfectly into the net. I thought that was going to go a bit high.
Yeah,
it's not going to be Brazil, but it's a pretty darn good goal there from Golden CD.
Yeah, I really thought this was hitting crossbar. It just floats, such a slow little touch. It's a tricky one to read. True Blue thought it was going to be a bit of a banger into that top left, and misreads it as a result of it, and just floats in, but the placement is absolutely beautiful. Oh no, that's going to run wide, and Skits only just getting to that one as Julesy gets around behind this. I do like watching Julesy here. He's clearly the most experienced player on St. Mark's side, as Golden picks up another one there, but you know, clearly 2-3-4 is where the improvements can come out the most. I want to see less hesitation out of 2-3-4 going into the next match as well, and you know, he hasn't done badly for where he sits. He's gone up and made an impression on the game, even if he's not touching ball at times. So more of that, and you may see a little bit of a different outcome for St. Mark's. I think they definitely can find one. Jules, he's going to make it happen in this match, even as 7 seconds left on clock.
And look at that, 2-3-4 just sets it up perfectly on the backboard there. Defenders know to be found. They're all on the ground. They're actually all on their roofs. But yeah, it is going to be the goal going over to Julesy. Will be probably 9-1 the final scoreline. Might see a chance for a 10th, but I don't think we'll be seeing it. Yep, ball just gets thrown into the corner, and that'll be game 1 done. But yeah, that was just pretty much pure domination there from the Red Barons. No way of putting it. I mean, Golden CD with the Pfeiffer, gets a hat-trick, and Fred Farley pretty much stuck in third man there, only picking up 1 goal and a few assists to his name. But yeah, St. Mark's, I just wouldn't mind them being a little bit more aggressive. We saw that towards the end of the game where they were able to finally push out of their own half. But will they be able to do it again in game 2, or will Red Barons just say, you know what, we just want to pin them down and get as many goals as we can? We'll find out, I suppose, as everyone quickly joins in to get the second game underway.
Yeah, and while we've talked a lot about the skill gap here, obviously the Red Barons coming in with those GC players and just being able to dominate here, there is still stuff to read into here, and I think that comes in the form of the improvements that St. Mark's are making, the changes in their game as they go through this. They're looking for ways to come out of this with more goals, with better defense, and you can see them changing the way they play throughout the game, and I think that's very interesting.
He has. Well, that was just a good setup there for Skits to get the opener here. Not as fast as in game one, but they'll take the early goal nonetheless. Colle CD. Just giving that final little touch and make sure that Skits does find it. And well, he sent it straight to the net. No hope of saving that one. Quickly to 1-0 here for the Red Barons. They might make it 2-0 here. Skits goes up. Can he send it in? Well, yes he can. 2-3-4 just moves to the left a little bit too much, and that just opens up the goal.
Yeah, a little bit of nerves there you can see as well. Definitely went up a little early, tried to read where that was going, and just sent his car a little left of where he wanted to, and the ball was able to find the back of net. Definitely, I think that first goal in particular, it's worth mentioning that T34 actually did the right thing, putting that ball away with a slow touch to the side, but it's tough when you're up against GCs who, no matter where the ball goes, they can get setups like this kind of thing from Fred Valet.
Yeah, it's, as I said before, it is probably just a case of the Red Barons just being a class above their opponents, and well, when most of your opponents are GCs, it is always going to be fairly hard slogs. So yeah, 3-0, might even at the opening 45 seconds, making it up 4 now. Nice goal there from Fred Varley to slip it into the top left. But yeah, this is all just a learning experience for SMC. Hopefully they can build on it, and hopefully they can just sneak into the playoffs.
Well, you asked if Red Baron were going to look for all the goals they could. I think they're answering that for you. It's a very big early lead here, and it doesn't look like they want to stop really trying to just show off the abilities they've got. They're going for some decent goals here. They're not going for anything particularly slack, and the setups they've had and those little double touches and stuff like that have been quite good. Now, as it comes down again, bit of a double commit there out of the Red Barons, but I don't think they're worried about it at this point.
Yeah, they're just freestyling at the moment here. They're getting as many goals as they can. Skits gets the opening hand from Colle CD to make sure he gets the touch here. No assist there for Red Valet. Skits picks up a very early hat-trick here within the first minute and 4 seconds. So let's see if he can add it to the totals here, as well. SMC, they do have a chance to move forward, but Colle CD just comes from nowhere, seals the ball away, gets the Skits, and I think we know what's going to happen here. It's actually going to be True Blue taking the ball away here, brings it back to the halfway line, but Colle CD quickly regains possession. Jules, see, just trying his best to push the ball into the midfield. Still to do so here briefly. It's Fred Varley. Nice patience there, but even better patience from Julesy to clear out the ball quickly. He's looking for a counter attack, but he loses control. Skits picks up the ball now. He's off the wall. He's going to set it up on the backboard. Gets a touch. Where's his teammate? Turns to be found, but Fred Varley, here we go. He goes up. Will he wait for the backboard? Yes, he will. Gets a top. Nice patience. Nice goal. 6-0.
Yeah, beautiful patience there, and you can see the experience of this player here out of that. I mean, most players would just hammer that off the backboard and hope that a teammate was there. The patience is an absolutely beautiful thing to watch, and I think a lot of players, even into the very high end of things, are lacking a little bit of that.
Indeed, but yeah, it's, well, even for these players here, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, 6-0 right now, 2 minutes already gone. It is just looking like a bit of a freestyle competition for him here as they try to rack up the goals. Fred Varley now getting 2, so he has doubled what he has in the first game. He also doubled his scores as well, as get close to the halfway point here. That is nearly 7 goals up, but Fred Varley will just let it float, and Golden CD will actually get that goal there. He goes from a brace as well, as Skits just taps it down to him to share the love.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite the epic blowout now, and there's really not that much to be said. I mean, Red Baron just has this in the bag, not just the game, but the series as well. St. Mark's, though, I'm just happy to see good attitude coming out of them, particularly Julesy there. You know, he's clearly the most experienced member of the team, but he's not giving up. He's not sitting back and just taking it. He's having fun with the game, and he's even been in chat a few times, having a bit of a word, but it's all in good spirits. And, you know, seeing these teams come in, even with the skill gap there, and being friendly with each other and being able to learn the most out of this, that's what this tournament's all about at times.
Indeed, as both Fred Varley actually got the save while his roof was on the car, so yeah, freestyling of a different sort there as Golden CD nearly baits out his opponent, but that was a good read, I believe. That was a Julesy to get the save. Actually, no, that was True Blue as Skits and Fred Varley continue to go on their roofs here. Skits, well, he has a chance now, so he rotates off the roof of his car, but he only gets a soft touch to it here. But I think he'll be looking for a goal soon enough here as he eventually sets it up into the corner. Fred Varley, he's looking for the hat-trick here, so it would be alright for him to get the next goal. So it all equally lines up, you know, 3 cubed, 3 goals for all 3 players, but hopefully that will happen for Fred Varley soon enough as time continues to just tick on down here. 90 seconds to go, 8-0 the current score. Goal CD, he's going to set it up and he's going to deny that 3 cube score line for St. Michael's. Red Barons has, well, 9-0 goal CD, 4 goals. He's on to 9 for the series if I'm not mistaken as well, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely enormous numbers coming out of these guys. I think Fred Varley has racked up 4 goals now as well across both games. And, only 3? Okay, well,
yeah,
still,
1 goal for him, and then
stuff coming out of the teams. I really appreciate the way that Fred Varley is playing this and going for some more complex stuff. Not just giving away the ball, but definitely making sure that the game's a little bit of a challenge and that he learns something out of it as well.
That's double digits.
There we go, Golden CD.
Double digits for the series. That's just pure domination for Golden CD. Sorry to interrupt, but 5 goals in the first game, 5 goals in the second. Skits has got a hat-trick in both, and well, Fred Varley bring up the rear 3 goals of the series, but yeah, now 10-0, 1 minute remaining. Goal CD getting 10 goals in the series as well. It's been a pretty good performance for him, you have to say. He might be looking for an 11th.
Yeah, it's still pushing. I mean, Red Barons have well and truly proved their point at this time in the game, but they're still just having fun with it, and absolute respect for that.
Indeed, then I'll be looking to try maybe get, well, it would be good to see Fred Varley get his hat trick up as well. Might get the chance here. Can he get the touch? Yes, he can, but it's going to go a touch too high for him. That's unfortunate for Fred Varley as the ball now heads back to the other side of the field here. Skits looking to try and get 7 up for the series here. We'll just get blocked off by True Blue for the moment. Here we go, Fred Varley open net. He gets his hat trick as well. Everyone getting a hat-trick there. Golden CD also picking up a Pfeiffer. Pretty good stuff from here as well. They've got a cricket team of goals here. 11-0, 15 seconds remaining. And yeah, probably what we expected to see from the best side in the region.
Yeah, and with 15 seconds left, the clock will just tick down now. And you know, it's brutal to see St. Mark's unable to get anything on the board here. They were able to take 1 out in the in the first game, but yeah, at least a hat-trick and a double for Golden on every member of Red Baron. Really, really dominating performance.
Yeah, now Golden CD has his own cricket team of goals throughout the series there. 11 goals to him. I think that just makes him man of the match just by that crazy number. So probably the expected result there. Red Barons 2-0. They go to 7-0 now in the SA Division for Meta HSC in the regional stages. And well, they're just showing why they're probably the best team in the region at the moment, and why they could possibly be the team to represent the state and the territory in the national stage.
Yeah, I think they've proven that without a doubt that they are the top contender for that now. An absolutely huge victory for them, and not just in the numbers, but the way they were able to take it out as well. They didn't just go for basic goals; they went for backboards and freestyles. You know, these guys were showing off their abilities, and not just by one player, by every single one of them. So Red Barons coming up now as an enormous player, team player for this region.
Indeed, and well, I think we know who the MVP will be. I'm thinking Golden MVP. I mean, he literally got a full cricket team of goals there. That is
Yeah.
like even in a dominating game, that is still very very impressive stuff.
Throughout the series, 11 goals on his own, an enormous margin. He got 9 shots just in the first game.
Yeah, and I mean, what else? What else can you say? That was just pure dominance.
Yeah, I have to agree. Golden City. Well, maybe not my favorite play style. I'd have to actually give that to Fred Valet and the way he was playing, really going for some complex stuff. Golden CD really showed the absolute best of himself and how consistent he is across the board. So yeah, CD will be the MVP, and that will be the end of our second series. We have one left for you in a bit. You'll have to come back in around about an hour's time for the next one. 7 o'clock, we'll start our final series. We'll see you then.